Greetings, everyone, and welcome to today's webinar, highlighting some of the incredible new features in 4D version 19. It's great to see so many familiar faces in the audience today, looking out there, and many new ones as well. We had an overwhelming response to our invitations for this webinar, so this will be our best attended one ever. So thank you all for being here. You know, we do these presentations for each of our quarterly feature releases, but it's not often that we get to celebrate a brand new version of 4D. If you've been developing with v19 feature releases, or the R versions, you'll be familiar with many of the new features you'll see today. For others who are using the LTS version or the .x releases of 4D, you'll see why we decided to release version 19 earlier than we had planned. You'll see that we've been listening to our developers and bringing you features that can be used immediately in your applications. And we're also focusing on making 4D applications even more accessible on the web and on your mobile devices. Here at 4D, we're so confident in the stability and performance of v19 that we've already converted all of our internal databases that run our daily business, and they're all running great. So, as most of you know, version 19 was released on Monday of this week. So I would encourage all of you to download it today and start exploring on your own. So without further delay, I'm pleased to introduce today's presenters, two of the technical stars at 4D. Komoncharoensiri, the Director of Technical Services, and Will Taylor, Technical Account Manager and head of the professional services team in the US. Will and Ad will guide us through this amazing journey into version 19. Thank you and enjoy the presentation.
Hey everybody, thanks Jim for the great introduction and welcome everybody. This product webinar is a little bit special. It's a sneak peek of what's awaiting you in the 4D World Tour, but also it introduces the features of an LTS or long-term support, a version that we're extremely proud of. 4D has been on a mission to help you build your business. To stay true to our promise, we've kept our core intact and we made powerful features on top of it along the way. I would like to kick off this webinar with a short video, less than a minute, for you to see what we've been working on. What a great intro video for this exciting version of 4D v19. Now, I'd like to spend some time to review each of these fantastic features outlined in the video. So let's get started. 4D v19 is silicon native. Once again, 4D is leading the pack. We wanted to provide you with a silicon native version of 4D as soon as possible. You will notice a massive difference in terms of speed thanks to Apple M1's remarkable performance. Going native with 4D is simple. Recompile your application and make sure to be in project mode. We have already published many blog posts to guide you through the build process, so don't hesitate to give it a try. Next, an exciting concept with 4D v19, the introduction of object-oriented programming in 4D with classes. Object-oriented programming is a philosophy that resembles everything with real-life objects, and implementation is done accordingly. Let's say we want to manage rectangles and circles. Both are shapes, right? They all have the properties of a shape. but they also have additional features and properties that make them unique. So we create a rectangle class and a circle class, and both of these classes inherit characteristics from the shape class, as you can see here in this simplified object diagram. As you can see, the object-oriented programming relies on the concepts of classes and objects, which makes it very close to other programming languages. Here you can see a class in 4D, and this is a rectangle class. It takes in a height and a width, and the function, and there could be a member function of that class to return an area, the area, which is, as we know, height times width. And this is similar to a class in JavaScript. As you can see, they're very similar. You have taken height, width, return an area. And TypeScript. So, very similar. So object-oriented programming allowed us to push the 4D language far and beyond what was previously possible to promise greater productivity, better code quality, and lower maintenance costs. We can't emphasize enough on the power and the benefits of object-oriented programming. This approach hides complex business logic and makes the code easy to understand. And if you're still hesitating on whether or not to take the plunge or not, check out this tutorial by Turan, a great 4D developer and owner of Clearview Systems, and see for yourself how a complex concept such as blockchain is made easy and understandable with classes. So now let's talk about the 4D REST server. I can proudly say that v19 is web ready. The many features we delivered, such as core support, scalable web sessions, order data classes, and the list goes on, allow you to build a different set of applications. From the simplest one like this to-do app, where the backend relies on the 4D REST server only, and a server that provides a very rich API, allowing to do much more in less time. And the front end is in React. To do something more advanced like a bookstore application, there we go. With complex functionality, once again, the application's backend is purely 4D and Angular for the front end. And as I said, the 4D v19 comes with many web-related features to help lay the groundwork for the future. A huge project that is keeping our teams really busy is on the way, and that's to help you to build complete web applications using nothing but 4D for the front end and the back end. Still, they also help you today if you're already doing your web work using frameworks such as React and Angular, just like the examples we just saw. So besides the web features, 4D v19 is shipped with many new programming capabilities like email management, security and list box features, the code editor, and the debugger enhancements, administrative advances, and many new commands that will simplify your developer's life. Next, we have project mode, and everything I mentioned before and more wouldn't be possible without project mode. Features such as native Apple Silicon support, classes, macros that allow you to automate repetitive tasks, direct CSS preview in the form editor, simplification of users and groups management, CI/CD or continuous integration and continuous deployment to fully automate the build process. And customers are already loving it and working with it as highlighted in these great blog posts. It has even allowed us to push on GitHub all of the HDIs or how-do-Is or example applications. And even the source code of some of our internal products like 4D Write Pro. Everything is made available for you, the developer, on GitHub, promising a new era of collaboration. And for those who don't know what project mode is, it's simple. Instead of having all your code, forms, etc., in one big binary file, all of that is separated into different folders and flat files. We've already published blog posts, tutorials, HDIs, and videos, but if you're still having issues with getting your application into project mode, please contact us and our teams are here to help you. Now, before ending this section, I want to say that we are betting on this new architecture, since it paves the way for many features and functionalities you will be happy to have in your 4D application. Now let's talk about 4D for iOS. So 4D for iOS has been enhanced with a set of features that are essential for any mobile app. And all these were added in v18 R releases. So deep linking in combination with push notifications will keep your iOS app users engaged and informed. This feature allows you to bring them directly to the desired place in your application with a single click, ensuring a seamless user experience. And barcode and QR code scanning is also available for an enhanced search, which makes it possible to have apps adapted to field situations such as warehouse inventory needs. And signature is an excellent solution to get your customer signatures after a package delivery, for example. And with the signature format, you can sign with your fingertip and send the signatures directly from your app to the server. So another exciting feature is offline mode. This feature is essential for, let's say, delivery apps with GPS navigation, apps for urgent medical assistance, construction businesses, or banking apps. So how does it work? When no network is available, the tasks are put into a queue, waiting for the 4D server to become available. Now you can edit and delete your pending tasks that are in the queue as long as the server is not accessible and they're still in the queue. Once the connection to the 4D server is back, these pending tasks will be automatically processed and executed in chronological order. As you can see in this portion of the demo, all the tasks. As soon as the server came back online, all the tasks were removed from the queue, the pending queue. So we have 40 for iOS. What about Android? With v19 beta, we offered you a preview of 4D for Android. The same mobile project can now generate both native iOS and native Android apps. We paid attention to provide very similar user experiences on both platforms while still caring for their individual standards. 4D for Android is offered as a preview in v19 beta only. And we expect to start releasing it in the v19 R2 release. So next we have 4D Write Pro with two huge requested features. As the title suggests, you can now import Word documents into 4D Write Pro. And without installing any print drivers or additional software, 4D Write Pro documents can be exported directly to PDF format, as you see in this video. This allows mass producing PDFs such as invoices on a server using all available cores, for example, to send them in an email. It's much faster, but you also get control over picture resolution, say small to be optimized for emails, or large pictures with higher quality to be optimized for printing. And it even supports hyperlinks, which was not currently supported through the system print driver. So this all makes 4D-Write Pro a perfect tool to create reports or similar documents needed as a PDF. Moving right along, and last but not least, we have 4D Pro. Besides localization, where we added 5 additional languages other than English: French, Portuguese, Spanish, German, and Japanese. We added many features to the v19 version that were highly requested by our customers, such as support for find and replace programmatically, and the off-screen area, where, for example, you can use 4D Pro off-screen area and export documents into a PDF or MS Excel files. So many features are delivered with 4D Pro, aiming to increase productivity, such as PDF export, Excel files import and export. It's not needed to learn the feature-rich 4D Pro language to create complex reports. You can simply, from 4D Pro, open a received report, fill in some information, save it again, and send it as an email in an answer, for example. So this is just a sneak peek of what 4D v19 has to offer. And now normally, Jim and I would be getting ready to start traveling around the US to come and meet you all at the World Tour. But as we all know, this year is going to be a bit different. Cue the 4D World Tour Live 21. We are busy preparing the content to showcase the power of 4D v19. The main event will be a 2-hour presentation on September 9th and September 23rd, and I would like to be the first to invite you all. Now, in the upcoming weeks, you're going to see some marketing coming out, emails coming out, asking you to sign up for this free event. And this would be the landing page where you would sign up for the free event. And the World Tour was also traditionally a training opportunity for the 4D developers and the 4D community. And to fill this need, this year we will be providing online training sessions from October to December as part of the event, and more info to come out on that with dates and things like that. So stay tuned. Lastly, Jim, Luis, and I would like to thank you all very much for your attendance and the trust you put in 4D to make your business applications and take them to the next level with 4D v19. Now, I encourage you all to go out, download v19, and play with the features yourself. And most of all, have fun. So take care, everybody, and have a great rest of your day.